We're going to start this Friday with a question. Have you heard of chore-play?
Chore-play. It's doing chores in order to entice your partner into having a little fun time. Know what I mean?
You know what it means? Yeah. So we're asking because Kristen Bell says that her husband, Dax Shepard, has been working on his chore-play. By the way, we didn't know chore-play.
We don't even know what this is.
We didn't know it was a thing.
But apparently it is.
Yeah.
Because they're doing it. So what it means is Dax Shepard was outside doing
what's
some
he doing?
work. And he was doing it so that Kristen would look out the window and see him.
What is he doing? Is he power washing?
He's much more muscular than I thought.
Yeah, me too.
Wow.
Look at that tank. Okay, now I'm okay with that tank top, actually.
Chore-play. Chore-play. Let me just explain to you guys this about chore-play. If you find yourself in a situation where your wife is not giving you the ass, if forever you think that picking up a mop or vacuuming the fucking living room is going to get her pussy wet, the answer is no, dummy. I don't care what these broads tell you. And they try to act dumb like they've never heard of chore-play before. These old birds have probably invented the bitch, okay? Let me just tell you that. Chore-play is not going to get you anything. You know what chore-play makes sex turned into? See, sex is supposed to be something that you desire to do. Sex is supposed to be something that you just, God, you want to just bang the fuck out of your wife, and your wife just wants to bang the fuck out of you. It's a desire. When you do chore-play, you are taking something that's supposed to be a desire and you turn it into a transaction. Okay? Now, let me ask you this. Like, if you had to pay for sex, would you pay your wife for it? Or would you go get the supermodel? I'm just saying, if you're going to go get a prostitute, you might as well make sure she's fine as hell. But no, seriously, chore-play, all chore-play does is it turns something that's a desire into a transaction. So when she sees you doing the dishes, she's going to be like, oh God, he's doing the dishes. This motherfucker wants me to suck his dick later. I know it. Okay, then it just ruins the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't even realize that they see the flags beforehand. You know, here's the biggest flag when you know you are starting you're on the decline in your relationship. You guys need to compare the way she sucks your dick from the first time she sucked your dick. Remember how enthusiastic it was, how slobbery she was, and how, oh my God, she was all over it, and she looked like she was just going to suck the life out of you, right? You remember that? Okay, remember that one, and then ask her to suck your dick now and see how she does it. Because she ain't doing it that slobbery, and she ain't doing it that enthusiastically. If she's doing a half-assed, blowjob, then you know what? I could guarantee you something's down. Something's wrong. And it ain't going to be good for you guys. Here's the biggest problem with marriages is that typically it's the woman who falls out of desire, who loses desire first. Women tend to lose that honeymoon phase a lot quicker than men. See, it takes men typically like up to 5 years in a marriage before they start, that 7-year itch starts creeping up on them. For women, they drop, their desire drops within the first 2 years. After 2 years, it's on the decline. So you got to constantly be working on yourself, constantly be working on leveling up and moving forward, guys. Because I guarantee you, if you want to combat a dead bedroom, if you want to be the guy that doesn't have to worry about a dead bedroom or his wife not fucking him enthusiastically, then I'll tell you this: constantly be focusing on your grind and leveling the fuck up. Constantly be focused on getting better every fucking year. Become a better man next year than you were this year, and keep on leveling up, because when you do that, you are constantly going to be what she sees as the best option. And she's like, man, she's going to be like, you know what, if I don't fuck this man right, that secretary that he has at his office, who's 6 years younger than me, is going to get an opportunity. And that's okay. It's okay for your woman to have that kind of fear in the back of her head. That's a good motivator to have. Just like you guys do. Because like if you guys look at, if you think that if you don't stay in shape and you're not on your game and you aren't leveling up, you think that she's going to sit there and just watch you just slowly decline? No. She's going to fucking look at everybody else around her and be like, you know what? That guy's better than him. That guy's better than him. I have better options out here. If you ever feel like you have to negotiate sex with your wife, then you need to install some dread. Don't compromise. Don't negotiate sex. You should never have to negotiate sex. Dead ass serious. Because let me tell you something. All right, from a biblical standpoint, it says in like 1 Corinthians 7, I think 15 or 17, something like that. It says that you are not to basically withhold each other from each other. Withhold yourselves from each other. Okay, like your body, ladies, are not yours. They're your husbands, and husbands, your bodies are not yours. They're your wives. And the Bible said the only time that you are allowed to deny them is if you guys both agree that you guys take that time for prayer. All right. And I guarantee you, and the sad thing is, here's the fucking sad thing, is that this chore play stuff is being taught by the church. It's being taught by not just like these ladies, not just Kristen Bell, but the church and all these other places. And I'm like, where do you guys going with that? Where is that biblical? Where does it say thou shalt sweep and get some ass? Thou shalt do the dishes and fold the clothes and get some head? Nowhere does it say that. Okay. It says that you are not supposed to deny each other for one reason, for the main reason. For why? Because when you deny somebody and they have this desire, then you're going to cause them to sin. Not necessarily cause them to sin, but you could open that doorway for they could have an affair, get into pornography, all the things you ladies don't want your husband to do. If you want him to avoid him from fucking his secretary, well, make sure your ass is available for him to fuck. And you should fuck him like it's the last time you ever going to fuck him, because every time matters. Because once you start making it feel like it's a chore for you, we're not going to go to you for it. We're going to go elsewhere.